And it's Blab Talk Live, Joel Com in the house. And at this time, it is typical that you see seated right next to me my co-host, Vincenzo Landino, a.k.a. Vinny Blabberino. But Vincenzo is not feeling well today. He's come down with a little something, and he has an appointment with some NyQuil and his warm blanket in his bed. So that's how we're going to roll. It's going to be us here tonight, and I do have a not so random co-host that's going to be popping in here soon. Thanks to those of you that are sharing with others that we're live. And while I'm waiting for my official co-host, Mike Stelzner, why don't you come on in here? Let's talk a little bit about Periscope Summit. I'm sure you have questions, and I know your designee, Emily, was there, and she and I got a chance to talk. So I'd love to hear your impressions from what you observed from afar, and by afar I mean from San Diego, and then I'm going to share my thoughts of what it was for those who were actually on location, such as myself. Okay, Mike's going to come in a minute. So in the meantime, I'll give you my impressions of Periscope Summit. They did some things that were really, really cool and really right. And it's a huge hat tip to Ryan Bell and his team for doing what they did. I realized that it was their second event in 6 months. The first one they did in August in New York City. And they had 400 people show up to their very first event, which is pretty amazing. I know people who've been doing events for 10 years that don't get 100 people. So to have that many people rally behind you and show up for an event like that is pretty awesome. And this was their second one, and I think they sold 900 tickets or so. And it was a really eclectic, diverse group of people, and what I noticed is that they were super excited to be there. And speaking of super excited, in lieu of Vincenzo Landino, aka Vinny Blabberino, please welcome my co-host for the evening, Ms. Vicky Fitch, who hopefully will not Fitch slap me, and I'm going to set her up as a host here for the show. Boom, like that. Come on, Vicky, get in here. She's trying. It's trying to load her. I think Blab's having some issues tonight, actually, which could be why it didn't load me the first time, and it could be why some others are not with us. So, Vicky, if you need to try again, go ahead and refresh and pop back in. I also see one half of the German contingency team has arrived, Bodenweiser, and I don't know if Himmelblau's here or not. I haven't checked to see. But go ahead and refresh, Vicky. Let's see if you can get in here. I hope you can.
Hey,
there you are.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. Welcome in the role of Vincenzo Landino this evening.
I was going to try and go, hey, what's up? But I don't know if it was going to work, like if it was going to be cool enough, because Vincenzo's pretty cool. So
Vincenzo's very cool. So what do you think of my new blue light glasses?
Truth?
No.
Just kidding.
Here's what you don't. Here's what I'm going to tell you that you don't know. So it's funny. So they're yellow lens because they protect the blue light. My eyes are really starting to feel the impact of being in front of the screen too much, and so gotcha. the optometrist prescribed these, and I chose these frames, and I'll tell you why I chose these frames.
Please tell me. I'm really interested.
These frames are going to be in about 4 months.
Or years. 4 years.
No. Trust me. These frames are coming in, and I just saw Jay Bear wearing the same ones. I actually have a regular. So these are these don't have the yellow lens. They're the same frames, but with clear, regular lenses. And so I thought, you know what? I never go with the fashion statement, and I'm not a fashion statement. Clearly.
Oh, you're a hot commodity, Come on now. You know that. You're a hot commodity.
So, welcome to Blab Talk Live. And Vicky, I guess it's appropriate. We're sorry that Vincenzo isn't feeling well, but this is the Periscope Summit recap show, and you were there.
I was there. I am so excited. It was so fun. As a matter of fact, one of my highlights was meeting you. my super, because I am a fangirl. Not that big of a fan anymore, but never mind.
Just what kidding. Did I do?
I'm totally kidding.
What?
I actually just watched our replay of the thing. They did all record on my phone, by the way, and I just watched the replay, and I was laughing so hard, especially as this one. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved meeting everybody, and I just had such a great time.
Yeah, it was really impressive, and I wish I could have hung around longer. I had a conflict. We did so. Let me say they did a lot of things right. Okay, especially not knowing really, how to put on events. There was a couple things, and I'm going to talk to Ryan about this. One, they didn't have lapel or headset mics for the speakers.
Right.
They had to use handhelds, which I haven't used a handheld microphone in ever since I became in 10 years of professional speaking. And they had union guys there. Of course, they have to have union guys that are doing it. The other thing that well, there's a couple things, but the big thing, which I'm going to recommend they don't do again next year, is they had the party. The party. You always throw a party at your big events. They had the party the night before
it started,
opening morning.
I agree with you. I saw that as trouble. Way
huge mistake. I mean, if you're going to throw a party, before the event even starts, you're going to have people that aren't going to be there, and they had that issue. They pushed back the opener because there weren't as many people in the room as you would hope. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, sorry.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Nice to see you all. Yeah, so what's wrong with the party before? I mean, is it just because everybody? I heard they had an open bar. I think that was
problem, right? Open bar. People were getting hammered, and that's what you said. You do opening like the way you do it. You shut it down in a reasonable hour. And people are there the next morning. They didn't shut it down until after midnight, and people slept in. You missed the opening, the whole opening event.
You were the opener, right?
Well, I was the opening keynote, but Brian Fanzo and Grace they had the first 30 minutes, and they pushed back 30 to accommodate and try to give more time. So a bunch of people eventually made it down there, but you don't get people hammered the night before the event. You do a small reception, you have some drinks, you shut it down at a reasonable hour. Then the thing with the DJ, you do like the last night, or Saturday night. Thanks, Yana. Hey, Jana, as it is. I was told that you don't like when I call you Yana.
No. That is not what I said. What I said is, she said the only person that can call me Yana is Chocolate Johnny. You two have to decide on how to
Yana,
deal with that.
I want you to come take a seat. I want to have this conversation. So, Mike, how much did you watch remotely on the stream?
Well, first of all, I didn't know there was a stream. I caught a lot of it on Snapchat, to be honest with you. Everybody was snapping like crazy, all these little segments, especially you, Joel, and Fonzo, and I think, was Carlos Gil there? I think I saw some Snapchats. Maybe he was at the Blab party or something.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, and then Emily on my team. So I kind of, I'm kind of glad I wasn't there, because it's hard to go to a conference this early in the year and still get everything done that needs to be done. But at the same time, I'm excited that it went off well. My understanding is they changed the name of the thing, right? To Live Summit or Summit Live?
Summit
Live, yeah.
I think that's a smart move, actually, because now they're embracing all of the live video, right?
Live video.
Live. Yeah,
all
Facebook
live streaming.
Live.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter
Well, we
Live.
actually coined there's actually a word for it now, and a hashtag. It's live mobile video streaming apps, or hashtag LMVSA.
You're making me tired.
That way, we figure out an acronym that spells out Joel.
I bet he could. I bet. Did you see his keynote, Mike? He completely rocked it. It was brilliant. I don't want to
record it.
I didn't record it, but I'm sure they did, right? Somebody got it.
I think they had to record everything, and it's all. I'm sure all the streams are on Catch. If you look up, that would be really interesting. Somebody in the chat room who's resourceful with Catch, go check the Periscope Summit stream and see if they've caught all of the streams from the event.
I heard they caught it, but that there was a charge, that then they were charging for it. So somehow, I don't know exactly what they were doing, but that's what I heard. Do you know?
Well,
hey, you know what is great, Joel? By the way, this is totally a distraction, but I'm on my phone.
Chocolate is great.
Yeah, and I know Chocolate Johnny made it all the way from Australia. When you click on when you're on a mobile device and you click on the little number, the people signal, up comes the list of all the viewers, and you can choose to follow them. Like Sean is in the room. Did you guys know that Sean from Blab is here?
Oh, that's funny. Sean came up with an acronym for me too. Joel, just online entertaining live.
I love it. I love it.
Thanks, Sean. That's good. I like that. By the way, those guys threw a great party. Sean, Furkan, and the team, thank you for having.
Yeah, I wish I would have been there just for that.
That was good.
It was really good. That room, that Blab party was packed out, and Jana, aka Yana, was there at the event. It's so cool to get to.
I'm not sure I have much to add considering I wasn't there, Joel. So maybe I'll just back out and watch you guys talk about how cool it was, if that's cool with you.
Yep. All right, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
I'll jump back in. Okay.
It was nice to meet you officially, Mike.
Nice to meet you, Vicky.
Thanks.
Vicky, are you going to go to Social Media Marketing World?
Well, I wasn't because I was going to be gone, but I think that I might now that I'm going to be around.
Well, yeah, I think that would be great. That's the place to be. Hello, my friend.
No audio, honey. She has
Kick
this
it.
happen a lot.
Kick it for me one time. Jilly Sue, how you doing? Shout outs to the peoples in the room tonight. Let's see. Chad is here. Foxy Roxy is here. Mike Sheehan's here. Sonia is with us. Vanessa, Furkan in the house. Furkan, I had dinner with my son, and he's excited to talk to you. So reach out at will. Durham Skywriter's here. Stacy, Kathy, Patty, Brian Bacon Basilico, Stacy's here, Stacy Lynn, Ultimate Upcyclers. I don't know your name. Oh, you're Dave. Yeah, there it is right there. Of course, the ubiquitous Jilly Sue. Mal is in the house. Jennifer, good to see you again. Hey, Jennifer, feel free to jump in. You were there. Would love to hear your thoughts on the summit. Louise is here. Claire is here. Nicole's lurking on the sidelines. And thanks, Chad. I'm glad you enjoyed the keynote. Hopefully you got to see a lot of cool stuff there. All right, one more time with Yana.
Does it work?
Talk to us.
Yay!
Yes,
it worked. Good job, girl.
So I have to.
Is the key.
I have a question. You know the question.
Yes,
okay?
I do.
Do you mind?
I do not mind. It's Chocolate Johnny that gets mad at me. Why do you let people call you Yana? I'm like, look, Joel could call me
really quick. Jana girl, just really quick. You can say whatever you want to hear, but don't be making me look bad because you're the one that said nobody gets to call me that but Chocolate Johnny. Now, maybe you were just trying to make Johnny feel good. I don't know, but I said that to Joel, and I'm just trying to clear my name that I did not throw that out there.
No, the truth is I really don't care.
Good. I tend to come up with pet names for people I like. I call people nicknames, you know? What?
What's mine?
You're Fitch.
Oh, that's not exactly. Okay.
How many people call you Fitch?
Probably more than I'd like.
Okay, well, that's what I call you.
Actually, you call me Fitchy. You call me Fitchy.
I called you Fitch. It's organic. It's
all right.
It's just it is. It's like how many? Ask Stelzner how many people call him Mikey. Okay,
I won't do that.
I do. He probably doesn't like it. Me. He's never asked me not to, so There you go. He says 1. Joel, that would be it. Basilico's having a hard time getting in here today. And welcome, Hayes, for your first day on Blab. So, Jana.
Yes, you can call me that anytime you
want. Of the summit?
I loved it. And in fact, Rhett and I, who's behind me, we were discussing, who we thought the best speakers were. And it was the Joel Comm hands down. So you killed it. I loved it.
You totally did. You totally rocked it. You did.
No, I was blown away. I have to say, at the beginning, when oh my word, I can't even tell you. Like it was so cool how it went down, and you're totally following it, and then it goes backwards, and your mind is just blown.
Right.
I mean, that video was amazing.
Thank you. I've been using that as an opening video for various talks for probably 5 or 6 years now. And I've never put it online. I don't use it at every talk. It really is dependent on, where I'm at. And the idea is to, people start right here, right? And then I kind of bring them down to here, and they're wondering what the heck is going on. But by the time you're done, you're up here, and you're just flying high. And I find it does a couple things. 1, it inspires people. 2, they feel mystified by it. And 3, everybody is so warm to me before I even take the stage, which, having a warm audience is important. So I'm glad you liked it. Jennifer, how are you?
Oh, no audio, Jen.
No audio from you either. Now it's your turn. It's the battle of the blonde audio problems tonight. Hey, Brian, hang on just a second.
Quit Chrome.
Let's see if he's able to. Yeah. Hey, Brian, hang tight a second. Let's get Hoverstad, Jana in Hoverstad. I see the beginnings of another show.
Right?
Yes.
By the way, I am in email conversation with Bodenweiser und Himmelblau about their show.
Really?
Yep.
All right,
Jennifer, talk. That's better. How are you?
I think I did see today Blab updated, so I guess that makes sense. I hadn't been on since I saw there was an update. Goodness. Hi, guys. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
So I love, it was actually really funny. I heard Michael just saying that he followed most of this on Snapchat, which I thought was hilarious. I finally jumped the Snapchat hurdle because of Summit Live. Like, people actually showed me how to use it and figure it out. So I don't know if there was any kind of goal with Snapchat over Summit Live, but I figured it out over Summit Live, and I love that that's how he followed it. But to reiterate what Jana just said, Joel, you did amazing. Like, I can't think of a better way to kick it off than what you brought to the table with your opening keynote. As far as some of the other speakers go, one that stood out to me and one that I knew nothing about was at AJ talking about his hashtag Scope for Good. That has probably left the biggest impression on me as far as seeing how other people kind of, being in the marketing industry, I see how everybody's using it in more of a professional capacity, and the way that he is using it to bring attention to other causes and other people, I found simply fascinating. So I really loved what he brought to the stage.
Well, thank you. And yeah, I wish I could have stayed longer. I missed pretty much most of Saturday and all of Sunday because I had to go to Napa for more shenanigans and fun. And like Vicky says, a good time to tell a little bird, or we don't even do that anymore. We just tweet or we post now. So shout outs for those who post for free. I am really having fun with Snapchat also. And who's following me on Snapchat? So tell me what sticks out that I'm doing, because I'm hoping
that you put me in it. That I was in it.
It's all about you, Fitch.
Just for the moment.
You know what I like about it?
Because it's all about that Fitch. About that Fitch.
No
Robin.
That needs to be our tweet with all of us doing that.
Oh,
you know what I like about your Snapchat? It's just that they're quite personal and they're funny. Like when you were sick in bed, it was just real. It was like, I'm sick in bed and this is what I'm doing to pass the time. I'm starting to feel better. I don't know. They're just, And the ones today were hilarious when you were asking for input on. Oh, there you go. Snap code.
It's not clear. Pull it back a teeny bit or push it up. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there. Oh, you had it.
Is this at Joel Tom? At
You
Joel
had it for a
Tom.
second there, right at the end.
I know. I tried to tell him.
Yeah,
See, I'm the co-host. You
right.
wouldn't even listen to me. Okay,
Oh
right?
wait, I know what to do. Hang on, I know what to do.
It does it again. Whoa, never mind.
Wait, no, I have a better solution. Hang on just a
Yeah,
second.
can you put it in the
So
comments?
go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Ooh.
Oh,
which
me?
Person?
Yeah.
So I thought the polling thing today was brilliant. And anyway, I just like that it just brings out your humor in small bits. There it goes.
There it is.
And they're
Snap me,
entertaining.
baby. So I'm doing a giveaway on Snapchat. You know, I try to vary the content. There's, you know, a snappy of the day, there's some inspirational content, there's me living, you know, doing my life. Let me put that back up for just a moment for anybody else that wants to catch that. But what I'm doing is I've got some things I want to give away, and so I've got a prize box. And every day I'm giving people the option of 3 different things to go in the prize box, and they have to snap me with either text or video and vote on what they want to go in. So day 1, I had 3 stickers, a Grumpy Cat sticker, a WordPress sticker, and a Chrome sticker. And Grumpy Cat won by a margin of 2-1, but I had like 35 people snap me to vote, which is about 1/3 of the people who saw my snap. So really good conversion. And then I just announced today's, for those of you, I won't tell you what it is, you can watch my snap. I'm going to tell you this, after Blab Talk, I'm going to put in for the next items to go in, and they're going to be books, and people are going to vote on which book. When the box is full, I'm going to have a contest. You guys pick the prizes. The box is full, and then I'm going to say, screenshot this and share it to Twitter for a chance to win it. And I'm going to pick one person that I'm going to ship the box to, and then hopefully they will on Snapchat open it and show the contents that they get in it. How fun is that?
That is very cool.
That's awesome.
But since I'm a co-host, does that mean I can't win because I just maybe going to bow out right now?
No, you can come in.
What's up with Enzo? Where is he today?
Enzo is under the weather. He's not feeling well. And so this is the first Blab Talk Live that he has missed.
Wow.
And I get to be the co-host.
Doc Muscles wants to know, for those of us that missed the summit, is there a way to see the video they're talking about? It's somewhere in the replays. So if you're able to find the replay that has my keynote, it was at the beginning of my keynote.
Somebody put a link in here, but when I clicked on that link, it was you talking. So did you change it and put like a piece of yourself before the keynote? Otherwise, that link wasn't right. Whoever put it in here.
I have not changed myself at all.
Are you sure? Those glasses are new.
The glasses are new.
They are.
I have
Very
multiple
chic, by
new
the way.
glasses. I have these, and then I have my hipster glasses, which are these.
Those are the ones I saw. Those were looking really sharp. I got to tell you, those
I wonder
were
if
sharp.
Summit Live had catch. I'm going to look really
yes,
quick.
they should have catch, but these are not good for the computer. That's why the yellow lens ones I'm going to try to wear while at the computer. So talk about some of the cool people that we met at Summit.
Well, of course, Chocolate Johnny was a big hit with everybody, right? I mean, you know,
Yes.
who didn't want to meet Johnny? As a matter of fact, he just landed and he tweeted me, and I tried to tell him I'm going to try and see if we can message him because we would love to see him. I'm sure he's a mess. He says he's going to bed, but
That's okay. We like messes.
I also love that he brought chocolate for all of us. That
Right?
major points. I mean, as if meeting him wasn't great enough. Actually eating Chocolate Johnny's chocolate.
right?
Even
With Chocolate Johnny. I mean, that's the whole
Yes,
thing.
with
Eating Chocolate Johnny's chocolate with Chocolate Johnny. That's, that makes it. There
There he
it
is
is.
with
What a good
Sam.
picture.
that is
Sam
a great
was on
picture.
the
Love it.
He is
Found
a
it,
crazy
Joel.
guy.
I just
What did
found
you
it and I
find?
posted it. Your presentation on the Summit Live's
Oh.
catch pick.
All right,
Boom.
let me click that.
There it
and
is. Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
awesome.
save that for later.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sideways.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I would do that. You're worth it, Joel. I have a neck cramp though. It comes with a masseuse. That video showing comes with a masseuse.
Oh, did you see that, Jaleesa? That's funny. Yeah, Chocolate Johnny stole my phone.
The Blab party.
Oh, that was epic. So fun.
Sean and Fanzo, and who can name who's in the yellow shirt that you can't really see his face?
Chris. I know who that is. Chris
yep.
Trubb.
Chris Trubb.
I am here.
And while everybody was trying to take a selfie at the Blab party, you guys saw what I did?
Yeah,
I pulled up a chair in front of everybody and took the ultimate selfie.
I know. You're the bomb, Joel. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
A man?
No. No.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
good point. Good point.
And we got to meet the ladies.
Yes.
Yes,
Vicky
they were
and
fun.
Sarah.
I love those two so much.
I love them so much. I want to strangle them. What was that?
I do. I just love Sarah so much. I can't even handle myself.
They were tons of fun.
I also loved that they were, well, I mean, really everybody. Like, I think I was more excited to meet everybody I've interacted with on Blab. Like, Blab Party was ultimate for me because it's like, oh my gosh, real live and in person. And everybody was as they come across on camera, which was, it kind of floored me in a way. You know, there was no this like ego personality. It was like, hey, what's up? We're just in person this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
So cool.
It's networking on steroids because when you typically go to a conference,
I love the tongue hanging out of your mouth.
His name? Rupert.
Yeah,
Rupert.
Yeah.
You could tweet him at Rupert the dog. He tweets back.
Oh wow! My word.
Oh my gosh.
But it's like networking on steroids because usually when you go to a conference and they have cocktail hour and events and things, you don't know anybody in the room, and if you do, you've probably done business together at one point or another. But it's so strange at events for Periscope because you're looking around and you know everyone, but you may not have ever met, but you know what kind of coffee they like, what the pillowcases in their bed is. I mean, if you think about it, some of the people you watch, it's like, whoa, I know a lot about that person, but I've never met them. So it kind of directs you as to where to go and, you know, who you want to meet and all that stuff. But for me, it was really surprising because some of the people that I thought I would just go nuts for and just love, you know, of course I did, but some other people that I knew a little bit about that I just connected with like crazy. And it was just so fun for me. I'm still sort of high from it. Just meeting everyone else.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's not clear. Yeah, that picture.
Perry Kitty.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Yes, she was such a sweetheart. I just adore her.
Blast. And Monique's here. Q is in the house. We got to talk a little bit.
All right.
And then there was these fellas.
There you go.
I can't see who's in the middle.
Hang on. It's trying. My camera's trying to focus.
Chocolate Johnny said, "Oh, let me take a picture of you guys," and took 1,000,000 pictures of me and Ricky Prime.
Ricky Prime. I love meeting Ricky. That was so fun. I love Ricky.
And here was my stage selfie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was epic.
That was awesome.
That was totally epic.
Always take a stage selfie.
You always have a nostril in there. I've noticed that, Joel. There's always a nostril.
I have two.
I know, but only one sometimes shows up. It's almost like a new thing you've got going.
Do you need me to explain how that works and why that works that way?
I'm good. You can tell me later. Shh, you don't embarrass me. Just tell me later. Did you meet Caleb Maddox?
I met so many people. I can't even.
The 14-year-old kid. The 14-year-old kid, Caleb. You didn't meet him?
I don't remember meeting a 14-year-old kid.
He's an amazing speaker, Joel. Seriously, he's more articulate than most of the people that were there at Summit. He delivers value. He delivers a message and a mission. I'm telling you, you have got to follow that kid. He's 14 years old. He just turned 14, and he delivers major content. He is amazing. Yeah, you got to check him out. He is a sweetheart. His dad, Matt Maddox, was with him as well, and he also delivers value. He wrote his first book. Caleb wrote his first book when he was 12, and he has a whole internet empire that he's building. It's really amazing.
Good for him. Love to see that.
Yeah, you would.
I started following him at your suggestion, Vicky. So
have you seen him
I'll
yet?
check him out.
Yeah,
I haven't yet. No.
Yeah, Nick says that kid makes me feel bad about myself.
Nick. So, Brad Webb is in here. His son Clayton is 14. He's also a go-getter. I got to meet him at a conference here last year, and smart kid. You know, these kids, they have access to so much opportunity because of the internet, things that we didn't have when we were younger. I met a 17-year-old. His name is Temper, not Temper Tantrum, Temper Thompson. An event in excuse me, that's pizza talking, early December. And I interviewed him because he's making over $30,000 a month with his online business. And
I saw that scope.
There was a scope I did with him, and there's an article going up on Inc. on Thursday.
Awesome.
Based on that scope with him, giving him some exposure. It's amazing what these kids, they have the same opportunity that we do in so many ways because of the internet.
So true. It's so true.
But so frequently, I mean, at least I find, since I'm hiring, especially like college kids, things like that, like very few of them actually know how to utilize it in a way that, like these guys, these two examples are using it. And no one's necessarily teaching them how to do it. The ones that are doing it well, they really have that drive to figure it out and to do it on their own. So it's really amazing. I think we often assume that they just know what to do with it, and they don't. They have to figure it out for themselves, just like we have. But, they have the advantage of kind of being younger, having a bit more access, but they have to have that maturity to figure it out.
Yeah.
And the drive and the desire. I mean, most teenagers, even college kids, they're in party mode. They want to get the education, but they're in it for the fun. And to be so focused to go, I'm going to start building something now,
right,
is amazing.
It really is.
It is.
Thanks, Bobby Shadow, for tweeting. Anybody else wants to tell the little bird over there, then click it or stick it or click it or tick it or frick it. Lisa, thank you. Anthony, thank you.
Yes. Joel's good with rhyming words. Last night on our show, Joel came up with that. I said, Kevin Madison, you gave me hope that you were coming. What was that thing you went through? It was scope hope.
Nope. Dope.
Yeah. Scope hope. Yeah. And then you went nope. And that ain't dope, but I'm the Pope.
And it's a slippery slope.
That's right.
There you go.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Well, I'll pop out and let somebody else hop in.
Yana, it was a pleasure to get to hang out with you, see you in person. You're as delightful and charming in person as you are here on the Blabs.
She is.
Thank you, Joel. I agree. It was so fun meeting you, and I'm so bummed that we didn't get a selfie. So bummed. So next time.
Somebody screenshot us now.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I don't know if that did. I don't know if they did.
Next time. Arissa, Jay, Claire, thanks for the tweets. Thanks,
bye,
Yana.
See you later.
Talk to you soon, sweetie. If somebody else wants to jump in, Monique Q.
There she is.
Who is?
So I will say, talking with Q, I met Q at the Blab party, and I have to say, Q, like, hearing what you're doing with Periscope, what you're doing with live streaming, the fact that you are a trained culinary chef and you're taking this to a whole different level, and different industries, trying to kind of bridge that gap among people, bringing people the news every day on your Periscope channel. Like, I was super inspired by what you're doing, because you're doing it your way, and you know what your audience wants to hear, what they need to hear. And I love to see that, because I think you're totally thinking outside the box.
Thank you. I just finished marketing therapy and Cue the News, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll jump into Joel's. It's like it's just once you start blabbing, you just can't stop. It's kind of like
potato chips, right?
Or the cereal, whatever it is. Once you pop, you can't stop. I don't remember that.
I think you're referring
I think
to
it's
drugs of some kind.
Me?
Ooh, Mark says you impressed the heck out of him, and he loves your drive. Now he wants to learn to ballroom dance and get on your floor. Woo, woo.
Yeah. So I'm secret fact about Q is I'm actually a ballroom dancer. And
Girl, you just keep on amazing me. You got so many things. What's up? What's up?
It's not
I'm
a
a
secret
Virgo.
anymore. Now it's out there.
I country swing.
Can we talk about the level of talent that was
Yeah.
at Periscope Summit, especially because Q, I saw you scoping. I was in the piano room. I guess it was
Yeah.
a
That
Saturday
was
night.
awesome, wasn't it?
Nick, thank you for telling everyone.
I mean, we had piano in one room. We had people singing and playing guitar and drums in the other. Like, unreal, the level of talent that was in a very small space.
And the
That's
energy
true.
I
like
miss
that.
that.
Comes from people with talent, you know, like people just give off this energy and it was incredible. It almost makes you want to cry. And then you see Chris Strub cry and then we're all crying.
Right? Yeah, it was.
I wasn't even there and I want to cry.
It was awesome. I mean, seriously, that was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and honestly, I didn't even decide to go until Chris Strub came to Phoenix. I wasn't going to go to the summit. And so it was Monday, and maybe it was because I was like, I didn't get to meet Vicky Monday, so I got to go to Summit.
I'm so glad. Q, I'm touched, and I appreciate that. I really do. I missed you. I was really bummed about that.
But I was so happy to meet you, Jen, and you, Joel, which I definitely, here's our photo.
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, it's great. And then, come on, do we need to talk about this?
Oh no, Johnny.
Did Johnny give you that?
He gave everybody those.
Little chocolate Johnny.
I wasn't there when I was gone already. I was in Napa at a birthday party, meeting Peter Hollins. You guys know who he is?
No.
Do you remember there was a viral video? Let me find it. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
This is one of my other favorite photos.
Talk about you. Can we talk about you?
Oh, love that. That's awesome.
There are some really great pictures for sure that came up. I mean, I loved, the selfies that we were taking of everybody. I hashtagged mine Summit selfies, and then I didn't even post all of them because there were so many. And my redneck phone was giving me trouble. It was also.
You guys
dark.
posted this or saw this, right? This is the one that Brittany took from Blab.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw that, but I was in that.
Yeah, it's like a yearbook
because I'm
photo.
tall. I'm tall, so I'm always in the back. Did you guys see the one of me sitting at Brittany's desk and I was on Blab? I went on Joel's Blab and he's like, "Somebody get in here!" And it says, "God save the Queen," and people start saying, "Hail Queen!" That was hilarious.
It's so interesting. Like when I first got there, I didn't know anybody, right? Like I'm trying to picture everybody in this little circle or in a screen from Periscope. And it took actually a couple days because I'm new to Periscope, but everybody just kept saying like, "That girl Blabs." Like she's not really on Periscope. She's on That Girl Blabs. And then that's kind of when I realized that they had changed the name of the whole summit, that it wasn't just about Periscope. It was about live streaming. Because then I also saw the Mevi guys and I'm like, who let those guys in here? So
those guys are cool, by the way. I spoke with them at length, and I think I'm gonna do some stuff with them. Let me just pop over here to close the loop on what I was sharing with you. Who remembers this music video from this last Christmas with the guys singing "Mary Did You Know"? Had like 33 million views across the web, and it's all himself doing a cappella, and he keeps walking into the scene.
I didn't see it, but I would love that. Oh, there's four
amazing.
of them now.
So his name is Peter Hollins, Hollens, and he's spectacular. And he performed at Robert's party on Saturday night. So you guys were crying and getting chocolate boobs, and I was watching Peter Hollins.
That's hilarious. Some people said, I don't know this is the right audience to give those out to. And I said to him, somebody said later, he goes, "Did you taste my chocolate?" And she goes, I'm not going to eat boobs. I just don't want to eat them. So if they weren't in the koala
we'll
one,
eat bunny. You'll eat the face off a bunny, but you won't eat a boob.
do you want to eat a penis? Because I don't know. I just don't want to eat boobs myself. I got to say, I just don't want to.
I actually ate the top.
Well, I got a chocolate platypus. I ate a platypus.
I actually bit off the head and gave the bottom half to Eric Neitzel.
See, right? Because boobs are awesome. Zane, you're so funny, Zane. That girl's crazy. Did you hang out with her, Joel? Girlfriend is crazy.
Yeah, I've known Zane for a couple of years, and she also ended up at Scoble's party. I don't know if she was invited, but she ended up at she was.
She is awesome. I loved hanging out with her. I never laughed so much when she was there. She lost her voice.
Yeah, no, that was some good times. And then there was some karaoke shenanigans.
Yes.
This was a gift from Zane.
Yes, it was. I love it. We went to the candy shop, and there's video posted of her.
How long have you known Robert? How long have you known him? That's I think I knew him in 2008 also. So
now you're acting like Robert, trying to one up your people.
How old are you, Joel? Are you this many? This many, Joel?
I can't count.
He's not 90 yet. He's not. Don't be rude, Q. He's not 90 yet.
Be nice to me. I have a tender heart.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about this.
Arissa wants to know.
Oh, I just saw a Fitch slap happen.
Did you guys see my live Fitch slap where I Fitch slapped Joel live? It was lovely. It was lovely.
It was a Fitch tap.
So
Arissa wants to know, can you talk a little bit about the speakers and what they spoke about? Who stuck out for you guys?
Well, I like JC Limitless. Yeah. Well, we already bragged on Joel.
Besides me, we are here to pump me up. No, other.
I mean, you were saying.
I just said JC Limitless did a fantastic job. I did not know his story before that, and I thought he did a great job with Caleb Maddox. I was in that one breakout. I mean, there were so many great speakers, but I just know those touched my heart.
What about Hans?
Okay. Were you guys? I was completely sobbing, like I couldn't control myself. I was so. Have you ever seen that video of Hans, Joel? Were you guys sobbing? Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible.
You want to tell us what it was?
Let me find it.
Yeah, he did a video, one of the videos, where you slide the cards in and just have the words about his story, about how he was abandoned at 2 years old, how all the things that happened to him, sexual abuse, all these awful things. Then his dad came back in the story, and then his dad abandoned him again with a note. And then later on in his life, his mom came back, and he just, like, this kid has been tortured. And he's just so tender-hearted. I sat there sobbing so much. Sarah Moore was patting my back like, oh my God. Like, I was beside myself. I was trying so hard to be quiet, and I didn't want to leave the room. And I didn't, and I had no tissue. I'm just bawling. And then I got somebody gave me tissue. I'm pretty sure it was running down my face. It was not attractive. It was not attractive, but that was awesome. Q. Good reminder. That was.
I think I found it.
Wow, that's
a nice eyeball, Joel. I'm getting a little dizzy though. I feel nauseous. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm playing with my makeup.
I got it.
I'm sorry.
What do you want to do with this video? Do you want me to just put it in the chat or?
Yeah. Right. Oh.
Put Hans's video in the chat.
Yeah,
right.
It was. Watch that, you guys, but don't do it now because seriously, it is a tearjerker. I mean, I kind of told you what happened, but just watching his face as he's moving those cards.
We don't want to be crying during the Joel Comm show. I don't want to condition people.
Yeah.
No crying aloud.
During actually, this is not the Joel Comm show. This is Blab Talk Live. It just feels like the Joel Comm show because Vincenzo Landino, aka Vinny Blabberino, is ill.
Should I get a hat? Would it be better if I got a hat and maybe started playing some music, or should I sing?
And cut your hair and get some facial hair.
and a small dog.
I'll I'll add on to this question since we're going with kind of the pulling at the heartstrings elements of Periscope's or Summit Live, since I just didn't expect for it to be there. But like I mentioned when I first came into the Blab, AJ, and I couldn't figure out exactly what AJ does, but it's my understanding he basically facilitates some of these opportunities for people to go and serve other places and maybe some work with nonprofits. I'm not exactly sure, but one of his projects that he talked about was kind of his passion for helping specifically girls, young girls in India. I did not realize that girls are basically not wanted when they're born in India. And there is a high number of girls who are either basically left to die as infants, or they're left on the street, or they're sold into sex trafficking. Talked about, meeting like a young girl, 10, 11 years old, who had just had a baby, and she was so proud of this baby. And things like that. And I have a daughter who's fairly young as well. So I think for me, that really got to me, just to think about someone having a child and not wanting that child. The way he presented that in the videos and the testimony he shared there was amazing. And then also sharing the story of the young man who's traveling the country on his bike because he was inspired by his brother who passed away from cancer. It's those kinds of things where you just don't expect to go to Summit Live and really have that emotional pull on what you're doing. And, he's using the hashtag Scope for Good, which, I'm looking forward to figuring out ways I can use that in the future. But again, with that heartstring piece, it's amazing to hear how people are using live streaming over some of those common causes.
Absolutely. And Jen, I don't know, Louise wants to pop in, so I know you've been in here a little bit longer than Q, but
I'll pop
not
out.
that I want, not
you,
if you have something else to say, but just wanted to, give her a chance. But
no, this is great. It's good to see all of you guys again.
So nice meeting you, honey.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Who wants to hop in?
Ella B.
She's still here.
Louise.
Oh, there she is.
Mm-hmm.
Ella B.
Hey, Louise.
I'm Louise.
Hi.
Hi. Look, it's really nice to meet you guys.
Same here.
I'm in Australia.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
We love our Aussies.
English accent. So I've been living here for a while, but I very rarely get the chance to talk to people online because it's normally in the middle of the night. So this is fantastic. So hello and thank you. Just a few things just to ask you about the last lady that you were talking to in terms of, what's happening with women. And one of the things that I found really quite, I hope this is appropriate to talk about now. And if not, then I'll jump off.
It is, Louise, but is there a way you can turn up your microphone so we have some more volume coming from you?
If I put microphone, because I've only done this once before.
Yeah, if you have earbuds with a microphone on it and plug it in, that would be helpful.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Because we don't want to miss what you're saying, and I think we're having to
lean in. Yeah.
Can you come back to me?
Like it helps.
Yeah, you want us to let someone else in? Okay.
Yeah, we'll let someone else in and don't go away,
in.
Okay? Go get your headset set up.
Just tag me as soon as you're ready.
Anthony wants to come
on
in.
Anthony, come on in, buddy. Let's get some inspiration, a little Conklin uplift motivation here.
Well,
what's happening, dude?
It's all good, Joel. It's all good.
Whoop,
Am I good? I'm good? Okay, I'm good. All right. So
Blab hands.
Blab hand. What's happening, friends?
Hey, is that a thing? Right? We got jazz hands. This is Blab hands.
Yeah.
It is from the shirt, right? That's what the shirt does.
Yeah.
I love that. So 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, 5 big things. Q, you're a ballroom dancer.
Blabjack is coming.
No. It's really not. No. I promise you I won't blabjack. I promise you I won't. Okay. I feel like a piece of dirt under the rock, 5 feet below, because I didn't go to Summit. You guys had a great time, so I'm feeling a little guilty. So I won't miss the next one. I promise you that. I won't. But yeah, I know. Shame on me. Q, we're gonna dance because I'm a ballroom dancer as well. So we are definitely gonna dance.
Well then,
Vicky, I'm just gonna throw you across the dance floor and break dance with you at some point because
You got it, baby. Whatever.
It's not gonna work out.
Vicky can get down.
That's
She's
right,
dancing
girlfriend.
all the
Really?
time.
So
All the time. She's dancing. At Blab, I saw her dance.
That's right.
At where was it? When the big band came before we went into the room with all the people.
See,
She was
Nice.
dancing.
Awesome.
I am a woman of many talents. Just saying.
We're not going to dispute.
Just
Thank you, Joel, because
Just
I'd have to fitch slap you. Or
Again.
so my question is, and I'm gonna ask this to Joel, and then I'll kind of go around the bend because Joel kind of gives Joel. Sometimes when you answer things, you answer them in such a simple, monotonish way. But I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just maybe that's your Southwestern way. You say it in such a Bueller. I love that. I love that.
Anyone?
Like that. I can consume that, by the way. Like I can consume that. That's why I'm saying. So what was at Summit, or what would you have liked to have seen at Summit? I asked this question before that you didn't see, that you'd like to see. I think we talked about this yesterday on Vicky's show, but there was a lot of disorganization going on there, I heard. And like there wasn't like a lot of structure. And I don't know if that took away from the event and added more to the socializing, or like when I think of a summit, I think of, okay, we're going to meet, we're going to greet, we're going to network, and we're going to party, right? I think the meet, greet, and networking party was all like this. And there wasn't like a lot of structure. What would you like to see at the next summit? Like structure?
Ryan has actually solicited my opinion, and we're going to be talking a little bit about some things that can definitely be done. Listen, for their second event, let's just be clear, they crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
really. But having been to a lot of events, emceed them, spoken at them, and attended so many, I know there's certain things that work and certain things that don't. So they had too many speakers. And there was no reason to have 3 rooms with 122 speakers for the 3-day event. 1 room and have everybody in there would be fine. Don't have the opening party the night before the event starts. Have a small reception and no other official or unofficial events so that people are there sharp. Have prizes.
Right, in your seat drawings, right?
In your seat drawings. You got to be there to win. You're not there, you cannot win.
Right?
Have
People will get
better sound gear for the speakers.
Very
have
good.
a monitor out front so the speakers can see both their presentation, and a clock to let us know how much time we have. Keep on time. I would also have music. They didn't have in between, before and in between sets. Have a volunteer that walks the hall with a little triangle or a cowbell or a foghorn or something to let people know we're starting again. And have the booths not in the hallway but in a separate room, and shut them down when the speakers are on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I agree.
Those are just off the top of my head.
But those are great suggestions, because I think from what I'm hearing, it lacks structure. It was a lot of fun, but Joel, you and I have been to, we've been to a lot of conferences. I know Q, you've been to some as well. I don't know which ones, but I know you've probably been to similar ones. Vicky, you too as well. I come from the corporate space, so I'm all about organization and structure. And even if I try to assimilate it to like inbound is really structured, right? You have your opening speaker, you have the right sound system, you have breakout sessions, you have, and it's not like 50 people speaking in one room. So, if there's anything I can suggest, that would be one thing, is just structure, because it keeps people engaged and it keeps people in the seat and then wanting to come back for more. So I just,
The other thing, and that's all good. The other thing I would do apart from the structure is, you really have 2 evenings apart from opening night party to do stuff. And I would do a party one night, but I would, especially for live video, I would secure entertainers.
Oh yeah.
And do like a concert, comedy, inspiration, whatever, like do, a couple hours and put the spotlight on the people that are doing that type of content on Periscope, put them in the room, let them entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably easy to find an entertainer that's doing live streaming right now and say, hey, let's pick them. They exemplify live streaming. So
absolutely. Get Jim Gaffigan next time, right? He's loving Periscope.
He's hilarious.
And
Benny Foxmore is a great DJ on Periscope.
There's a lot of great talent, and they need to bring the talent in. The talent will draw even more people. Organization and structure will draw more people. Yeah. I think that they can they can turn this into a profitable event. Right now, I don't think they've known how to. None of the speakers got paid. Typically, I won't go speak. Got to get paid, but if I don't get paid, at least take care of my airfare and hotel.
Sure.
And they couldn't even they couldn't manage that the way that this thing was budgeted out. So they need a business person putting together the event for them and managing it, with the finances, so they can actually afford to turn
all of
it into
us
a profitable event.
No, Joe, I agree with you 1,000%. So, Vicky, you're hired to run all the structure and back office. Q will do all the marketing and all the branding. Q the news, and here's, by the way, here, make sure you have Periscope Summit. So, I don't know.
Yes.
So Q, what do you think?
Well,
what do you think?
So this is good. Okay, letting my internet catch up because it's being all weird.
Your internet
you guys hear me
so
okay?
We can hear you.
Okay. It's like Anthony was like moving really slow like this. Oh. All right, so I'm going to say that it's coming my feedback is coming from a place where of a host. So I was tasked 3 years ago to host Social Media Day Phoenix. The reputation was tarnished, and it was handed to me and said, oh, we think you could do something with this. So I had to find ways to monetize it and bring people back who were just like, oh no. The thing that I found, and let me just say that Ryan was apparently beat up by the end of the last day, and I felt horrible for him. But I guess that everybody was like kind of like pushing feedback on him, but at the same time, people aren't sure whether or not they're going to get their word in. So by the time I got to him and I'm like, hey, if you're open to feedback, I would love to help you because I want the success of this event. So would love to provide you feedback. But by that time, he was just like, nobody else. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. And then I guess I left already, but I saw a scope where he was even saying it on stage, like, everyone just stop. I can't take any more feedback.
But nobody.
But a lot of what was happening.
Go ahead.
Nobody knew what?
That's okay. Finish.
Okay. So I was going to say that a lot of what was happening was taking people out of the room, of the main room. And part of it was that the room was too big. So even if the seats were halfway full, it still would have looked like nobody was there. And then, like you said, breaking up the rooms, room 3 became room 2 and nobody even knew that. So they thought they were going to this particular speaker's thing, but then they ended up there. And then
right, there was no signs on the doors to say this is what's happening here in this room at this time, so you have an agenda.
Exactly. But then also the agenda on Medium and the app, which I didn't find out about till like the last day, weren't updated. And there were some handwritten signs. Somebody told me, oh, hey, by the way, lunch is cut short. I'm like, short? How short? And there was no food. So people were leaving because they didn't have fuel for the morning. So to get angry that they weren't there for the morning panels, it's because we were all up late, but there was not enough fuel.
Coffee. I need coffee.
I can tell you why they had so many speakers, because they wanted to be as inclusive as possible with so many. They had like 300 to 400 people apply to speak.
Oh, 1,000.
And so like, how can 1,000?
I applied, by the way. I did apply. I really did. Yeah.
How can we include as many people? Well, let's have a crap load of panels. But you don't serve, Nick said fewer panels would be good, less great choices. More or less is more, I think, in the case like this.
Mm-hmm. But there were so many introductions. By the time you got through the introductions, it was the end of the panel.
Yeah. It's true.
You know?
It was really hard. One of them, they were all introduced, and then they introduced themselves, and then there was one question that they answered that it was like that.
Was that the photography one? That was the photography one, and then it ended up being a giant commercial for Archon mounts.
Right, I know.
You know,
that was hard,
I mean,
but there was good info. But yeah, it was hard. But if they need a planner, that's all they need. I think, and I would really feel. I feel like there's so much good, productive things that, but I think Ryan doesn't, he's not really done that before. He did that. Yeah. Your Archon mount.
I bought one.
Well,
$15.
Flippy thing.
This is great.
Mm-hmm. And they because they're here in SoCal, he asked me to come and do a scope with him, and they're going to give me one of those little super mount multi-unit mounter units if I go down and do a scope with them. So I think that the sponsors and speakers had a lot of value, but there's too many speakers for that many people.
Yeah.
But somebody could have easily helped if they would have asked. They could have easily helped. I know, Lumi case, right? I've been getting really ragged on. Can we just talk about the fact that I've been ragged on about my not having an iPhone? I think one of the people in the chat box said they're starting a GoFundMe campaign to get me an iPhone.
I will personally fly to California. No, wait. I'm going to fly to California. I'm going to find the nearest Apple store. I'm going to walk on.
What do you have?
Like a poor person and go, here, Vicky, here's your iPhone. That's what I'm going to do.
What do you have, Vicky?
I have a purple Android. I love purple.
Well, no, that's not bad. Allie from Frameable Faces. Something happened with her iPhone.
I know. She showed me that. Flip
I
phone.
saw it when we were at karaoke, and I'm like, what is that? It's a flip phone, and the screen is like this big. You can't tweet from that.
I know. Isn't that hilarious? Yes, it's my redneck phone. That's right. And I had some redneck Wi-Fi to go with.
You had some serious redneck Wi-Fi. Yes, you did. I think the best was
when we were in the airport on your Blab.
Yes, on my Blab. On my Blab, I'm proud to say that Vicky, I admittingly, she did have redneck Wi-Fi at the airport, so it was all good. So, this is all great. This is all great input. So, Joel, you have a very big job ahead of there, young man, to give all this feedback. Hey,
we'll chat when he's ready. Listen, I want to get
Ellaby wants to come back in.
Yeah, I'm going to come back.
Thanks, Anthony. Great to see you, buddy.
Good to see you,
Anthony. See you later.
And then we're gonna actually wrap. We got an hour tonight, and I've got some things I need to do. So we'll call the show after Ellaby gets a chance to say what she wants to. So come on in, grab a seat. It's okay. I don't bite. Vicky does, but I don't.
I slap. I don't bite.
Yes, and soon Bodenweiser and Himmelblau coming to a Blab screen near you 2 weeks from tonight.
Mine's really quick. So you'll be very happy to know that you're just going to say goodbye and good night. I just wanted to say I have loved this evening. I'm in Australia, so it's like brilliant for me to be watching you guys at midday instead of in the middle of the night. So thank you so much, and I love you all, and that's it. Basically.
Oh, well, thank you. We're glad that you joined us. And we do this show is every Tuesday evening at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, and who knows what time in Australia. So join us anytime, and we'll be happy to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Is it 2? Are you in Sydney, or what part of Australia are you in?
I'm in Sydney at the moment.
So it's 2. It starts at 2 there, right? Tomorrow, though, is the 20.
Like most of the time, like all the blabs and everything are usually at 3 or 4 in the morning. It's like a nightmare. So it's like, we're trying to keep up with you guys, but it's really hard because you're all kind of doing things way ahead of us. So, but thank you for today. It's really nice. So lovely to meet you, and really nice to be able to say hello.
Nice to meet you
too. Nice to meet you too,
Thanks,
Louise. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and clear the way for us for tomorrow. Make sure tomorrow is solid.
Yeah.
I hope it's a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Monique,
awesome,
great to see you as always.
Absolutely. Great to meet you guys. Both of you. You guys are amazing humans.
At
least I can say I know you both in real life. So thanks for having me on, guys. See you later.
You're welcome. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you.
A quick word from the comedy duo of Bodenweiser and Himmelblau.
Himmelblau, get in here quickly. Hurry up. Yeah. I know nothing without you. Thank you, Joel, for your gracious offer to put us together on a whim last week. It's gotten us thinking, and Mr. Bruce Himmelblau, if he's still here, come on in for a second. And I'm thrilled to accept your challenge of the Bodenweiser and Himmelblau Blab. That'll be next week. Not next week, 2 weeks from tonight, following this very show. So stay tuned.
And I got your email. If you didn't get from my last response that I am totally overwhelmed right now with. That's one of the reasons we're ending here soon. Yeah, I trust you guys.
Okay.
I do. I trust you, but I'm still needing a headshot from one of you. I think one of you sent me.
So if we can do that blank to blank I gave you, right, as a name, and it'll have the tag Bodenweiser and Himmelblau, bring blah to you. Is that okay?
I'm trying to look. Oh, here we go.
Nobody's going to be able to say that.
Let's Himmelblau, and I need him in here. I can't do this alone.
It'll just be the Bodenweiser Himmelblau hour.
That doesn't tell anybody anything. It's a joke for Joel Comm. I get it. You're a made man. You're good. I'm starting out here. I need some air under my wings, not just Joel air. I need real heavy duty air.
Is the Blau in the house or not? Is he gone?
Is it what's his handle?
Himmelblau.
BTSV?
Yeah,
no.
He's out there.
It's
somewhere.
B something. BST.
Kind of shy. That's the thing. We've talked about this the Penn and Teller thing. He's got to talk a little bit more than Teller, right? So
if he can't even pop in to say hello, there's no show, right? I mean, it's just the Bodenweiser show.
Maybe got him crying. Vicky got him crying, and he just can't handle the.
Me? I didn't even talk to him.
No, not you personally. You were telling about that story, and he probably looked at that video with the cards, and he's bawling his eyes out. He's the sensitive one of the two of us.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you sensitive.
I just seem like I'm roughing to my guy. It's the German in me. All right, so I'm going to let you go. 2 weeks. Stop that. It's 2 weeks from tonight. Thank you, Joel, and we'll get you headshots and all that stuff and some ideas. And I appreciate your help in that.
Yeah, tell me what you want on it. I'll have it made. Okay.
Cool. I appreciate that so much. And you're the man. You're the woman. And I'm outie.
See ya, Bodenweiser. All right, gang. In lieu of Vinny Blabberino, Landino being here, I think Vicky Fitch has done a great job of being co-host. Everybody give her some blab hands. Blab hands.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to support. Oh, wait. He did it. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh. I'm all verklempt.
You finally got your hard eyes publicly.
I can't believe it. You guys know this is what I always say. These are my Joel Comm heart eyes. And Joel refused. You didn't get the screenshot. What's wrong with people?
But it's indelibly etched in your mind and in your heart now.
I love you, Joel. I love you, man.
Yes, anyway,
thank
You're
you.
awesome.
Thanks, you too.
So,
sweetheart.
hey, thanks for joining us for Blab Talk Live next week. I anticipate Vincenzo Landino will be back and need your guys' help to build this tribe. We're committed to being here for a show weekly and would love for you to help to spread the word. And a couple shows coming up on the Joel Comm Show this week. This one is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday at 2:00 Mountain Time, which is 4 Eastern. I'll be joined by Brian Solis. I got to figure out how to get these things to fit the a little closer.
Well, you got the one nostril thing going over there, so it kind of works.
Back to back on Friday, my special guest on the Joel Comm Show is Peter Shankman, and it's going to be a special good time for all.
Mike just complimented you and said that you did an awesome job on your keynote, that he just watched it.
Oh, great. Hey, Mike, if you got some time, I want to answer your question that you emailed me, except on the phone. So can I call you? Can I call, or can I Skype you? Even better, Skype, because then I can see your face. Okay, I'll Skype you as soon as I hang up. Vicky, thank you. To all of you, Blab Talk Live audience, love you. Thanks for joining us. Have an awesome night. Do good stuff. See ya.
Do good